What's up guys, my name is Evan Turner. I'm the co-owner and co-founder of 533. Today we're going to be doing a quick demonstration of the heads-up motors with the pre-installed MR-30 connectors. Okay, as a quick overview, I just wanted to show that here's a box, a brand new motor you get your screws and everything of course, but then you get your 2207 heads-up motor and then you get these two connectors. And you know, these connectors are great and like they might be bulky or they might be heavy or they might this or that. Well, we've used these for just about the past year. This is the exact quad I used to fly at the global qualifier last weekend to set my best time. I believe it put me, when I set the time it was second, but I'm sure I'll get pushed down by the other guys. But it was 29.87 something on the global qualifier in 2021. I'll show the DVR, but as you can see, the quad is not struggling whatsoever, and that was this exact quad. Like I said, it's got a Hobby Wing ESC, T-motor flight controller, standard setup, our 2207 motors, R38 prop, with MR-30 connectors on there. And I did break a motor during the day, and I just want to show you how quick and easy it is to swap a motor. If you ding up a motor, you hit something and like you're at a race, especially when you're at a race, you know, you hurt a motor and it's like you have to get your soldering iron out and you forgot the cable, and then you bring a cable that doesn't have a regulator and it's just a huge mess. And then you have to sit there and you're shaking and you're like sitting on there probably like with your legs crossed trying to solder your motor on. And I just think that like when you're at a race, it is so nice to be able to trust your gear and to be able to break something that happens, but to be able to fix it quick, easy, and stress-free. That is really where these MR-30 motors shine. So we'll talk about the comparisons of swapping a normal motor and an MR-30 motor here. So let's see here. First thing you have to do is you have to take off the motor. We're just gonna we're gonna swap the whole motor. So you have to take off your 3 screws like normal. Okay, and I want you to keep in mind how many tools you see me use during this entire video, okay? So we take off our 3 screws, and then, just like a normal motor, you're gonna take off your tape, or zip tie, or whatever you like to use. This is Pro Gaff tape, which I think is a pretty, it's my new favorite. I might be biased because it's 533 blue color, but it actually is really nice. And you can tear it, which you can't do with electrical tape without it looking bad. So now you rip off your tape, we'll reuse that. And now, normally is the time I would get out my handy dandy soldering iron, go beep boop bop, solder, hopefully don't have any solder bubbles to get on my ESC or flight controller, and then I take the motor off, okay? But now, what I'm gonna do with the MR-30 motor is I'm just gonna sit here and voila. And then now, what I would do is I would get my normal motor, I'd put it on, I would tape the wires down, and then I'd get the wires cut to hopefully the right length, and then I solder them, strip the wire, tin the wire, and solder it on. Bye-bye 10 minutes. Well, here I have my brand new motor. The wire's already cut to length because all the MR-30 connectors are the exact same length. I'm going to plug it in. Voila. They're all the exact same direction, so you don't have to worry about checking your motor direction after soldering it on. We're going to get our 3 screws. Put it back in here. And 1. And yes, I guess I used 3 motor screws, fun fact. Gotta keep those motors on there nice and tight. And I now have that on there. Again, the connector will lay perfectly flat because the motor length is perfect, because I did that when I was building the quad. And I wrap my tape back around it. And now I have a brand new motor, fully replaced, spinning the correct direction, using only a 2 mil, reuse the tape. And I mean, I think this video, I don't even know how long this video is. It can't be longer than a couple minutes. But yeah, I think that's really cool. And yes, you're gonna add like a few, I think you're gonna add anywhere from 4 to 10 or 12 grams with the connectors. But again, like I'm more than happy to use these connectors. I don't think 4 or 12 grams is gonna lose me or anyone else a race. And if you lose the race and you think it's because of that, then you have some bigger problems. But yeah, when you get the connector, or when you get the motor, it'll come with the other side. So you just connect them, solder it down, and then you just solder the 3 wires just like you normally would. And then if you need to ever swap a motor at a race, at practice, at whatever, you just carry it around any motor. It'll be soldered already at the correct length. Pop it off, pop on a new one. If you need to go back home and change the bell or do whatever to it to fix it up, then you can, but do that back home. Like at the race, I really feel like just bring a spare motor or 2 that you know is working, and then you just plug it in, you're back up in the air. And I always say when I go out to practice, I go to fly. I don't go out there, sit in the field with my legs crossed trying to fix my drone. I go out there to fly. So if I can do anything to make it where I can fly more and easier and bring less tools, because I already lose all my tools anyways, then I'm gonna do it. So yeah, the MR-30 motor or connectors aren't for everyone, but I just want to do a quick little demonstration to show you guys how they can be used out in the field. And I think it's pretty cool. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. And these are now in stock at the 533 websites, fly533.com. We have plenty of these in stock, ready to go to get you fleeted up for nationals, your global qualifier, whatever it may be. We've got plenty in stock for you guys to get you up and keep you up in the air. So hope you guys enjoy this video. I'm gonna try and do a little bit more, a lot more like short little videos like this to keep you up to date on all of our products and so forth. But I hope you guys enjoy, and you probably will see a lot more content like this. So see you around.